top focus is Bengaluru at this hour. The Bengaluru residents are up in arms against the proposed elevated corridor. The citizens are staging a protest as civic groups led by Citizens for Bengaluru are demanding that the government cancel the tender call for the first phase of the 92-kilometer long elevated corridor project. The Karnataka Road Development Corporation Limited had floated a tender for the first phase North-South corridor of 22.12 kilometers on the 4th of March without public consultation. Nolan Pinto now joins me live. Nolan, quite a few questions this morning. Let me start with the fact that this protesting body, have they ensured that there is no political link to the protest today? In fact, they've gone ahead and said we don't want any political bodies to be a part of this protest.
Absolutely, Vedika. In fact, the citizens over here have very clearly stated and vehemently stated that they do not want any politicians over here, neither the Congress, nor the JDS, nor the BJP, because this is a purely citizen-driven protest. In fact, let me just show you the number of citizens who have come here on their own free will. This is not a political rally where people are coerced to come over here, where they are paid to come over here. These are citizens who are interested in saving the city, who have come over here. Now, spearheading this entire campaign is from Citizens of Bengaluru, Mr. Srinivas Alavelli. Mr. Srinivas, we have seen since July, all the citizens have been actually fighting against the government, telling them that the elevated corridor does not make sense. But the government seems to not actually take heed to the cries of the citizens.
Exactly. We have been asking for the last 6 months for a public consultation. That's our democratic right. And instead of doing that, the government goes ahead and issues a tender, calls for tender, says it's ready, it's going ahead. It has held some stakeholder consultation. The government is not acting in the best interest of the citizens and breaking laws.
So, Srinivas, why not an elevated corridor? This is what everyone wants to know.
Why not an elevated corridor? Because this is the problem that Bengaluru has. We have so many cars and flyovers already in the city. Till now, we have 60 lakh two-wheelers, 15 lakh cars, and at the same time, the suburban train is pending for 33 years. The buses are carrying 45 lakh people, but only 6,500 buses are there for the last 6 years. No bus has been given. We are saying, give bus priority lane. Why should the bus go? Why should the bus be stuck in the traffic? The bus should have bus lane, so the bus can go faster than the cars. That way more people will be incentivized to take the bus. We should be able to give suburban train. This is the most congested area of Bengaluru called Outer Ring Road, and here we have all these railway stations and near all the big IT tech parks. Nearly 6 lakh people work here, but the train is not being used. So we are saying put the train, and we have this many flyovers in the city and they are not working. So we are saying let's look at some solutions. We need to have solutions on bus, metro, walking and cycling, trains. If we do this first and then make the city better, because we tried the concrete solution already and that is not helping, right? So we must learn from our lessons. For some time, let's put the road solutions, concrete solutions on hold and start investing in the public transport, and then we can, at the end of that, if we still need elevated corridors or flyovers, then let's do it.
Now, Vedika, the biggest issue is this: if the elevated corridor actually is given permission, now tenders have already been issued, Bengaluru will lose more than 3,500. 3,500 is the numbers that they're saying, but it can go up to what, 7,000-8,000 trees, and we cannot afford that. Yes, actually the truth, no one knows. We cannot afford to actually create this city into a concrete jungle that it already is.
All right, Nolan, thanks for joining me live. You've answered most of the questions I had for you in that conversation with Mr. Srinivas. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.